Hey, man, say what you want to say, man, but this is Ty Talks. I'm your host, Tyran Daves, and I'll be breaking down some topics in the world of sports, debates, hot takes, and all the moments that keep the game talking. Remember, like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks Podcast 1. All right, guys, I got a bunch of things I want to talk about today, NFL, NBA, a little bit of WWE. But I'm going to start off with this NFL. Shedeur Sanders, man, becomes the first rookie quarterback to win his debut start since Eric Zier in 1995. He had 209 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, and he got sacked one time. He was 11 from 20. He had a good pass, 66-yard pass that was probably the highlight of the whole game. And then he had that 53-yard play too. But the 66-yard was his touchdown. But yeah, man, look, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel. Every fan can feel any type of way they want to. This don't got nothing to do with race. This don't got nothing to do with any of that. Shedeur Sanders have potential. You don't agree, you just hating. You straight up hating. If you don't think this dude was the best quarterback in the draft a couple months ago, you crazy. Mel Kepler had him number 1 on his board. Never seen a dude slide this far. Even he said that. It's insane how they throw dirt on Shedeur's name. As you can see out there, honestly, I feel like some of his teammates don't even like him. They just look like they was all lost or whatever, like they didn't have his back or whatever. Just watching from an eye test, man. Guys falling, guys stopping on plays, running. I don't know, man. It just seemed like some of his teammates don't like him. But y'all better get used to this. This kid is special, and he got so much potential, and I'm tired of the hate. Shedeur Sanders' first win today. Don't want to hear no more of it. He needs to start the rest of the season, and Dylan Gabriel do not need to start. So, yeah, that's how I feel, and I'm tired of the hate on Shedeur Sanders. It's insane, bro. Like, it's got nothing to do with his daddy. Just because of the last name, Shedeur Sanders is legit, and y'all need to stop this, bro. Y'all need to seriously stop this hating on Shedeur. It's unnecessary. But anyway, I'm going to get to some more NFL. The Colts, the 8-3 Colts lose to the Chiefs. Before this week started, I did not think the Chiefs would actually beat the Colts just because the Chiefs has been terrible lately. And I wouldn't say terrible, but yeah, not Kansas City Chiefs standards. Just, we know what their standards is, and they have not been playing it at. But I had the Colts, and I thought the Colts were going to win, but the Colts didn't win. So, look. Daniel Jones, 181 yards. He had 2 TDs, no interceptions. Jonathan Taylor did not have a good day. He had only 58 yards, 0 TDs. Jonathan Taylor been having a great year. So to me, to look and see that he have 0 TDs is insane. That's one reason why they didn't win. He should have a TD. And yeah, but Patrick Mahomes, 352 yards. I'm surprised he did not have a TD. Sacked 4 times, 1 interception, but he still went with no TDs. Patrick Mahomes is future Hall of Famer. We know this guy. Best quarterback in the league still to me, besides Josh Allen. But yeah, we know this guy, Patrick Mahomes, when he get to the playoffs, it's just different. So me looking at his score, he'd have no TDs, but 352 yards. Nobody's worried about Patrick Mahomes. And I don't think nobody should be worried about Patrick Mahomes. But other than that, Kareem Hunt, great game. 104 yards. He had a TD. And he just was in a groove all game long. Found his rhythm and stayed with it. But like I was telling y'all, man, I'm so shocked that the Chiefs won this game. I did not think they would win this game. And I like the Chiefs. I like Patrick Mahomes, but I did not think they would win this game. But on the Colts, on the other hand, y'all finally played a good team. And when I mean good team, I mean strategic. Like, how do I put this? A team that got a lot of chemistry, a team that got a lot of experience. The Colts lost. They just lost fair and square today, and it just show you they still got a long ways to go, but they probably bounce back. But let me go ahead and talk about this last NFL game I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to jump into NBA, WWE. But Patriots, Drake May, 294 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, got sacked one time. But Henry had 1 TD, 115 receiving yards. Drake May is actually legit. In the beginning, I thought it was a fluke. My homeboy was telling me that Drake May is legit. And he liked the Patriots, but I was not believing him. But now I believe him, bro. I cold-heartedly believe him. And I do honestly feel like Drake May should be number one on this MVP list. And I know I said this before, but Drake May should definitely be number one on the MVP list. We know it's a quarterback award. And he should definitely win it this year. What he's doing with the Patriots is absolutely absurd. I didn't think he would come to life this early in his career, but he might honestly be Tom Brady's son, long lost son. But yeah, man, they beat the Bengals, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on, man. All right, so going to WWE, just a couple things I want to talk about. We know Survivor Series is this week. Team to set women and men. Cody Rhodes got beat up by Drew McIntyre on the bus. Shocker. Friday, I was very shocked to see Carmelo Hayes lose to Bronson Reed. I was very, very shocked. I don't know if they're doing this just because there's a lot of people coming out saying, what are they going to do with Carmelo Hayes? Carmelo Hayes was an A-plus superstar in NXT. He looked so much better in NXT. As you can see, Braun Breaker is on the main roster, and his run is looking way better than what Carmelo Hayes is getting out of this run on the main roster. But if you look, he beat Bronson Reed, and this week he has to face Gunther, which he's not beating Gunther, unfortunately. I wish it was the finals, but if he do beat Gunther, it'll be because a shock or a surprise or somebody helped him or something like that. But he's not beating Gunther. Gunther just came back last week, and I told y'all the same thing about Javon Evans. But Carmelo Hayes next week will go against Gunther. I do feel like he's getting a little push now. But him and Braun Breaker, man, they was on the same level in NXT. I just don't understand why he has to wait so long, man. And you know I don't want to throw the R word on it, but it's unfortunate, man, that he has to go through this. And Braun Breaker gets on the roster and he just goes straight to the top, man. But yeah, I like Carmelo Hayes. Hopefully he can get this push, man. Hopefully he can get a championship by the end of 2026 or something. Like, dude, bro, Carmelo Hayes need a push, bro. And I'm sick and tired of what they doing to him. It's sad and it's not fair, bro. It's not fair at all. And he's definitely waiting patiently to get through this, but it's unfortunate. And I hope he get his push, man. I really do. All right, go ahead and skip to some NBA because we got some big news. Point guard that I grew up as a kid. One of the greatest point guards of all time, arguably top 5, top 10, wherever you got him. I got him in top 10. I'm not going to tell you where he at in top 10 right now, but 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 4-time first team, 9-time All-Defensive Team, 2006 Rookie of the Year, 75th anniversary. Took the Phoenix Suns, him and Booker took the Phoenix Suns to the finals in 2021. This was his first finals appearance. Played for 7 franchises, New Orleans Hornets, Clippers, Rockets, Spurs, Thunder, Golden State and Phoenix. His best runs arguably was New Orleans Hornets, the Phoenix Suns. He played a major role in getting Shea to where he is right now. Very major role. I think that's one of Shea's mentors. And yeah, to me, his best run was definitely the Clippers, Hornets, and the Suns. Best runs ever. I think all three teams should do something special for him. But yeah, arguably one of the greatest point guards of all time. Like I told y'all, Chris Paul is retiring after this season. He has announced he's on his retirement tour. We should have all seen this when he signed with the Clippers. It was kind of obvious. He wanted to go home, be with his family, and go out with a bang. If you know what I mean, a bang, just love from the crowd that gave him a lot of love. We know the Clippers for sure is going to retire his jersey. And I don't know, maybe even the Phoenix Suns win just because he went to the finals with them. And I think they only been to the finals twice. But yeah, Chris Paul is retiring. And yeah, man, it's crazy, dog. It's kind of crazy to see that Bron out of Banana Boat is left. Melo retired. Wade retired. Chris Paul retired. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, but it got to happen. We all get old, and this is who I grew up on. Bron, KD, Steph, Wade, Harden, Carmelo, AI, Kobe. That was my era, man. That was my era when it comes to loving basketball. That's who I grew up with, and it's sad to see this happening, but got to retire. And so congrats to Chris Paul, North Carolina native, Wake Forest native, alumni. Yeah, man, he's retiring at the end of this season, and it's unfortunate. It got to happen. It got to happen, bro. All right, but look, I just want to talk about, because a lot of people keep thinking I'm tripping when I'm telling y'all this. Mike Brown is running the Knicks to the ground. They are not getting better. They're getting worse. And I'm going to stand on that. Mike Brown is running the Knicks to the ground. 5th seed in the East right now, 9-6. Teams that's better than the Knicks right now. Detroit, Toronto, Miami. Miami don't even have Tyler Hero and Cleveland. And y'all want to keep saying it's early. I know it's early. But the Knicks should be the number 1 seed in the East. Off rip, they should be the best team in the East. And Cleveland should be right behind them. But no, Cleveland and the Knicks are 4 and 5, and they need to figure it out because the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking on Darius Garland. The clock is ticking on the Knicks as a whole. So, yeah, they need to get it together, and I just don't agree with it that is early. I feel like the Knicks should have came out on fire, hot, and ready. But yeah, also, let me go ahead and jump into this West, because unfortunately, Aaron Gordon will be out, 2 to 4 weeks with a hamstring. He re-injured his hamstring, so I don't think it really would affect the Nuggets that bad. I don't think they'll drop anything in the standings or nothing like that. And also, KD will be out 2 games. Family problems, so prayers to him. We never know what it is. It's something serious. He don't have to explain, and we should know. But Phoenix is doing good this year. To see that Phoenix is better than Minnesota right now, it's insane. But Minnesota, man, let me go ahead and let me talk about Minnesota. Because honestly, I like Julius Randle there. They need to figure out what they're going to do with this team. They need to figure it out, seriously. You're not going to keep Anthony Edwards long term if you can't find him better running mates. Finch is not even playing Rob Dillingham. He's barely playing Shannon. These young guys. He got centers that he need to try to play over Rudy Gobert. Also, I think it's time for the Timberwolves to try to get rid of Rudy Gobert because He's not doing anything for y'all team. He's running it to the ground. I do think Ant and Julius is good pieces. I think Nas Reed is a good piece still. I think Jaden McDaniels is a good piece. I just don't think Rudy Gobert fit there no more. In the point guard position, I'm going to keep saying it. The point guard position has to be found soon because you're not getting Rob Dillingham minutes. You're not developing him, and you're still playing 40-year-old Mike Conley. So they need to figure it out, man. Mike Conley has been here 3 years, and 3 years ago he was 38, 37, whatever. How old he is, he's 40-something. Almost 40. Doesn't matter. He's old, and they need to figure that out. He barely had 2 assists the other night. But yeah, guys, that's all I pretty much got for today. Yeah, the Timberwolves needed to get it together, and I just don't see their future bright. I think they're at a standstill, and it's not looking good. Bye, guys. Like, share, subscribe to Tide Talks Podcast 1. More content. Peace out.